our nature island. And you have ensured that cruise passengers who come here are well taken care of and are given the unique Dominican experience. I want to take this opportunity to salute and applaud our high-achieving tour operators, our taxi drivers, many of who are not here today because there's a shipping port, our vendors, our hoteliers, our front office personnel, our chefs and cooks, our bartenders, our tour guides, customs and immigration and our police officers, our waiters and servers, and all other persons, our maintenance crew, our gardeners, all the people who work in the back offices, our craftspeople, our laundry attendants, our dive operators who have made our dive product world class, our accountants, our managers, all the supervisors who ensure that all the persons who have to tend to our guests do it in a professional and courteous manner, our investors who provide the capital and the financing for the development of our plants, our developers, and all the others who help to make Dominica a destination of choice for all those who visited our shores in 2009. Which island can boast of the richness and the variety of biodiversity, the fabulous underwater that has made us a dive haven, a marine environment that is filled with the most amazing resources, a land that is so fertile, a topography that may be rugged, but yet a landscape that is spectacular and breathtaking, a culture that is magical, and a people that is uniquely placed to take full advantage of their God-given gifts. This amazing island has come to be known as the Nature Island, and I like to call it the Nature Island of the world. Yet many among us take so many of it for granted. We deface it with our litter, and we pollute it with our noise and songs that disturb the heart and soul of this amazing country. We serve and service our customers in ways that questions our renowned hospitable spirit. We carry out various businesses seemingly unconscious of our responsibilities for longer-term survival, success, and sustainability. As we reflect on the challenges facing us, we need to refocus our attention on our efforts at making our tourism enterprises more world-class. The onus is on us to dedicate this coming year to examining ways for improving our operations and to adhering to the standards set by our industry. Tourism today requires us to be more conscious of the need to adhere to those standards and for certification of our various types of businesses. We also recognize the need to work and to engage ourselves in common processes to more effectively market and promote our destination. Destination marketing in this period will require greater collective efforts between public and private sectors. A new approach is needed to do joint marketing among clusters of products and services so as to achieve greater economies of scale and to be able to be more cost effective, especially at our international trade shows. And I must dare say, in that respect, I believe that Discover Dominica Authority and DHT have been working very well together, and I applaud you guys for continuing to find ways to work together to push the product. Government understands clearly its role in driving tourism development and facilitating the processes to making the investment in tourism more rewarding to investors and developers. In this regard, we will continue to work more diligently on the long-standing challenges of access to the destination, bearing in mind the huge level of investments made on improvements at the Melville Hall Airport, and we have invested well over $100 million in the airport upgrade and expansion program at Melville Hall, all to benefit the tourism industry. And I may dare say all the other various capital and infrastructural development works going on around the country really is get towards setting a solid foundation and a proper platform upon which tourism can spring forth and continue to grow and develop. This will be accompanied by a sustained program of attracting more seats into our destination. We are currently working with several new airlines to introduce new air services, as well as working with existing operators to see improvements in scheduling, pricing, and better customer service. Considerations are also being given to marketing and other kinds of support to airlines in a bid to increase air services into Dominica as a major imperative in this regard. As we start Tourism Awareness Month, therefore, let me encourage and implore our local population to work with us in this new thrust to making tourism not just one of the industries of the future, but the industry of the future. We believe that if given the requisite levels of resources, human, financial, and technical, tourism has the ability to hold together for the rest of the economy. We believe that we can be the nexus for creating and generating the wealth needed to increase the standards of living of our people. But we must all rise to the occasion and work together to build a more sustainable tourism industry. Remember, tourism is everybody's business, and we are all encouraged to play our part and to come out and support the various events. Two of them, I think, which are very close to my heart, was one put on last year at the Cabritz, and that this year I think is May 22nd, the Cabritz cocktail, and it's for us in the industry. That is one of the times when we can really come together and let our hair down and mingle and exchange our experiences throughout the year. So I really encourage each and every one of you to come, and it's cheap because we have decided since last year that we do not want the traditional cocktails where only the quote-unquote elite among us in the industry can afford it. We made it as cheap as possible so that the ordinary taxi operator, taxi drivers, bus drivers, the vendors, the tour guides, the bartenders and waitresses and all the other ordinary people who continue to labor in the industry to bring about that success that we can boast about today can come to the Cabritz and really have a good time on May 22nd. And another activity that is really close to my heart also is the Creole Jazz on the Fort. I think what Dr. Honeychurch is doing at the Cabritz is an excellent opportunity for us to do an activity such as Creole Jazz. I think there was one jazz activity a couple of weeks ago at the President's house in the yard. From all reports, I think it was very successful. So I'm hoping that we could piggyback on that kind of reputation at the Cabritz on the 23rd for the Creole Jazz on the Fort, where we can sit again and mingle in a cool atmosphere, not the jump and wave, Triple K or MFR kind of thing, and where we can sit and enjoy some good music, drink some good wine and nice wine and fruits or wine and cheese, that sort of thing, and really have a good time together and celebrate our success in the industry. Once again, it's always a pleasure for me to be here speaking in anything and everything that concerns tourism. I want to applaud all of you for the great work that you continue to do in the industry, and I wish you Godspeed and all the blessings. Thank you very much.
We thank you, Honourable Minister.